The free-to-play Noob2Pro account has been on the down low for a while because we are kind of chilling, farming on the account because we got stuck in the habitat missions that required us to reach gold 2. So I decided to let the account farm all its resources, gear, and level up champions. Maybe we can push for that goal too. I'm not giving arena updates this time because we did yesterday, or we did in the previous video. So this is on day 55 of the Noob2Pro series, an account, if you're new to the channel, where I started from day 1, of course, and we're trying to get through all the habitat missions as soon as possible, as efficiently as possible, and as free to play as possible. 100% free to play though. So in this account, before I go any further, I wanted to give a huge shout out to the second referral who contacted me on Discord and showed interest in being a referral. He got the link and he registered. He is pushing hard and he got us the void shard which we are going to collect right now in this video. So you see, he's currently at level 39, so one more level and we'll get 2 more books from this awesome person in our community. So thank you. If you want to be the 3rd referral, if you're going to actually push all the way to the end of getting us this this sacred shard, let me know. I'll drop the link to this referral link in the description of this video, not in the comment section obviously. So just in the description, check it out if you want to have maybe bluestack, have your account and have bluestack open and just run to as many missions as possible. It's not cheating, it's just using our ways to get what we want. So in this update, I wanted to let you know that I currently have 1 more level 60 to go. I have farmed 5 more foods to level 1 more champion to 60. And we agreed, it's no doubt, it's no question. We already have, if you check our full roster right now, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. We are doing good. For an account that is just about 60 days old, it seems like we are getting a 60 every week. That's like 1 more 60 today will make us 7 level 60s in less than 60 days. That is huge progress if you ask me, mostly because I've been spending all the resources, energy in farming 5 stars, not in the level 16 dungeons like most people would want to, because gear is also important. But I wanted to get the 6 stars ready before we go get the gear to put on them. That's the way I went about, not get a few 6 stars, rush into the dungeon, spend 2 months there, and then you're leveling up level 50s with 6-star gear that you got. So that's the progression for the account right now, level 60s. And the next champion that we wanted to push to 60 was for dungeon content. We say Nazana will be for what do you call it, clan boss content. But this champion that we want to take to 6-star today will also be for clan boss content, but he will serve us currently in the dungeon when we try to push higher levels of dungeon. So Vogoth is the next champion. We pulled the newest epic that joined the team, and he kind of took the highest list in priority to be level to 60. So I'm going to do it right now. There's no debate, there's no challenge. Vogoth is awesome. If you don't know what this champion does, let me quickly tell you. In his A1, he has what you call a chance to increase the duration of a random debuff on the target by 1 turn. Somebody said I read through these skills too much. I don't really take the time to read and understand it. So this time, yes, I'm taking time to read through the skill to understand that Vogoth can increase the turn of a random debuff on the clan boss, on the dragon, on any champion at all. So let's say our frozen banshee places poison sensitivity. Vogoth goes in with his A1, he hits 3 times. Each hit has a chance to increase that poison sensitivity by 1 turn. Therefore, he can make my frozen banshee's poison sensitivity go on for 5 turns. 30% chance, of course. So he's an awesome champion that will get booked, so we can increase that chance to 40% of increasing. Kind of remind me of Vizier, because I use Vizier on the main account. So this kind of reminds me of Vizier, who extends the duration of debuffs on the enemy. That's an awesome skill if you don't know for the clan boss, because you always don't have the chance to place more poison or place more poison sensitivity or place more decreased defense. So imagine extending decreased defense on the enemy for an additional turns. So that's awesome. Because your decreased defense doesn't last 3 turns, it usually lasts 2 turns, and then there's 1 turn where you don't have decreased defense. So this will increase it, hopefully. Also, this might be a good chance for you to use the mastery that will extend this by an additional 1 turn. I'm talking about this mastery right here, right? This one. Increase the chance of placing any debuff from a random skill. So this will benefit Vogoth a lot, this mastery, by 5% of course. So if you put this mastery on him, it becomes a 45% chance that you will extend the duration of any debuff from the enemy. But I'm not sure yet if I want to go on the support 3, on the defense 3. I'm 100% sure I'll be putting offense on Vogoth, that's for sure, because of we are using him on bosses a lot. So I'm sure of that, but I don't know which defense 3 for provoke, for counter attack, or over here for more HP. You know, he's a HP based champion, sort of. So more healing and all that over here before we come over to this main one. That's what I'm interested in. Anyways, we'll be building our Vogoth, getting masteries, and so he'll be useful for us 100% in the clan boss and in dungeon runs to keep us alive. We currently do not have any healer on the account. That's why you see me so excited about getting this champion. He is so awesome. And on the second skill, on his A2, he has a provoke. We already have a provoke champion, Molly. So she is dedicated to the arena right now, so he will be dedicated to the dungeon. Although sometimes we might need to bring her in if we are not sure that the waves, we can pass them. If they're going to kill anybody, she can revive. Usually by the time we get to the dragon, anybody that dies is usually not my concern, as long as my frozen banshee is alive to lace those poisons and get the job done. So that's a provoke on his A2, but the provoke lasts for 1 turn. He also has a 60% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns on targets who receive provoke debuff from this skill. So when he provokes you, there's a chance that he will place an additional decreased attack on you. I think that mastery will also help with increasing this chance to 65% of placing decreased attack. So that mastery is kind of important. I forgot what it's called already. Now, the passive, what makes Vogoth so awesome. Whenever this champion is attacked, heals all allies by 50% of the damage received. So yes, this is a champion you want to stack with HP, not defense. Because if you stack defense on him, that means he will mitigate most of the damage received. So let's say the boss hit him for 20k. You're receiving 10k heals. But if you mitigate 20k heals with your defense and you receive, let's say, 15k damage, you might receive less than that. You know what I'm talking about. Get him a lot of HP so he can soak up that damage and give you the heals back. Now he doesn't, really take a lot of the heals back. He gives it to everybody. He receives less heals from, getting hit. So he might need to put in a set that will give him regeneration or health back some way or the other. So I don't yet have a regen set or any of that on this account. So we'll maybe lifesteal, because we are talking about a clan boss champion now. But he has a leech also over here. When attack, places a leech debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. That means this leech might be a way for him to get some HP back, but it's not so reliable. You can't really rely on leech. So I might be putting him in a lifesteal if I have a good set, but if I don't, I'll put him in my offset. So lifesteal is important even if you have a leech. Sometimes people say on the higher levels of the bosses, you don't even need a leech. Now, there is another set that I was thinking about putting him that reduces the amount of AoE damage that he takes. But I don't have enough of that set. Stalwart set, I don't have enough. If the attacker is under provoke debuff placed by this champion, also has a 70% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random skill on the attacker. Of course, this doesn't work on bosses. It can increase the cooldown of skill of the bosses, but for the waves, if they have a provoke and they attack, they will increase their cooldown of a random skill that they have. On his aura, he has an accuracy in all battles by 40. Now we already have Simple doing that work of aura lead by, how many percent? 60. Alexander has 60 aura lead, so he has been our lead for most of the battles. But right now I think my frozen banshee would be okay with 40 instead of 60, because Simple doesn't really bring much to the table in terms of those battles where he's in the lead. So except decreased defense sometimes when frozen banshees is not available. So that's the champion that we're taking to 60. I just wanted to hype him up a little bit so we know what we are dealing with, because I'm not conversant with him. I've not really used him in my main account. I only use him for faction wars because I heard he was a healer. And that's all I heard about him. We got a 5-star chicken from our advanced quest. Yes, this was from an advanced quest. So do your daily quest so you can get your 4-star and your 5-star chicken. If we didn't have this chicken right now, we'll still be farming, but I already have a 5-star sitting right there. So Vogoth, welcome to the team and welcome to level 60. I will take this level 1 Vogoth and take him to the Mino to farm his scrolls. That's what will be the next task for me. I'm not taking him with I'm not going to use him and level with brews or anything. No, he will farm up his levels in the Mino and get his scrolls. That's the next task we'll achieve. So by the next video I post for this channel, you will see a level 60 Vogoth fully ascended, hopefully. So right now I have him in a shield set, just a random set to make him useful a little bit in some contents. I've not even leveled it up because I know this is not the final build. I didn't use RSL help. I didn't use L8 tool to find this. I just wanted to put something on him to make him a little bit useful right now. That's the update on the champion. We're taking to 60. We spend time on it because it's important. Vogoth is a game changer. If you have him in your teams, he will carry you through every piece of content and heal your entire team. He will not revive anybody though, but he will keep them alive as long as he is alive. Now for the next updates, I wanted to take us to our shard status because we need to know there's a fusion going on. Yes, coming up. So we need to know if this is something we might be able to go for or not. So mystery shards always 0 because I'm farming the campaign regularly. Ancient shards 44. That's a lot of ancient shards, mostly gotten from clan boss and from potion keeps because we've been trying to get everybody to their maximum ascension levels. Especially Molly Tankard was the last one I spent over 400 energy on just to get her, spirit affinity potions, and of course the arcane superior potions also that is needed to take her to her maximum ascension. So that was done. Void, we have 10 voids. If you don't know how rare it is to get void shards in this game, let me tell you, this 10 voids is a huge deal for a free-to-play account or Noob2Pro as I call it. So this is an awesome thing because for us to get 10 of this, it means there is a high chance we might get a legendary champion void Lego. Let me not push my luck. All I want is a cold heart. A cold heart will be fine. We are not pulling it today. We only pull in 2x chance to get an epic or legendary champion. So when there's a 2x for void, which is the next thing that is coming up, I think is on the 17th that is announced or so. I'm not sure. We just had the 2x for secrets completed. So after secrets, it's void. So I think it's on the 17th or so that is coming up. That will be a 10x. Whenever it comes up, we'll pull these 10 void shards. So make sure you're subscribed so you know when we'll do our crazy shard pool videos that we got awesome Legos. So for secrets, we have 0 because we just pulled our last 2x secrets and then we got Vogoth out of that 3 shard pool of secrets. So that's what I wanted to show you about the shard update. The next thing is our book status. I already closed the tavern, but let's quickly check our books. CVC is coming up, and this CVC that is coming up has personal rewards. So if there are champions you need to upgrade their skills with books, don't do it yet, hold on. So I've been holding out to these 2 legendary skill tome that Molly needs to take this her last ability to a 1 extra cooldown. So this her revive, so she can be able to revive champions as soon as they go down and have the skill available again. 3-turn cooldown is huge. So this one is already has a cooldown, they provoke, so I use it a lot. It's already available for the next wave whenever she uses for the first waves. So I can't wait to get this one on the cooldown because currently she's not doing the revive as much. So for epic books, we are sitting on 3, which is not a lot. We've not been winning a lot of tournaments, and that's the best way to get epic books. Even if you don't win the tournament, at the top of the ladder, that 2000 2007 level, you get an epic book. So we've been slacking on that front. We've not been really pushing hard on those events and stuff because why not? For rare books, we don't really need them that much in the account anymore. I don't have a lot of rares that I want to level up or book. Currently we are dealing with only epics, as you can see, except Frozen Banshee and K, who are already long time ago used fully with rare books, so we don't really need a lot of rare books, so we're just sitting on 4 over there. That's the status for our books. The next update I wanted to share in this video is the Forge. The Forge has started giving us some valuable resources that we need finally, because as soon as we started the account, we did get an opportunity to get I think some perception crafting materials from one of the missions, right? And it gave us the opportunity to craft our first perception set. After then, it has been a dry spell. There is no way to get the materials you need to craft perception set except the faction wars. So, and you know, this is our account in this level, we can't really beat the higher stages of the faction wars. So guess what we've been getting? Imagine, this is all we've been getting. This one, from the beginner stage of the faction wars, you get these materials, right? And the bloodstone. And it's not been what we need, because this craft 3 to 4 star artifacts from here, which I don't need. I need 5-star artifacts. So finally, my Kale, if I go to the faction wars, because we need to see the source, this is it. Dark Elf Crypt and Barbarian Crypt. I'm talking about War Maiden and what's her name? Kale. They can beat these bosses up to level. What level am I in these bosses? Let's see quickly. I'm all the way up to stage. I'm all the way up to stage 10 over here. So this gives us an opportunity to get awesome items we need to beat. To forge better 5-star artifacts in the forge. So here I'm up to level 12. So yes, we did get some epic materials over here. If you're beating the faction at these levels, you only be able to craft 3-star, 4-star artifacts. But if you're beginning to get over to this first boss, that's when you get more 5-star. I've not gotten this one's 6-star artifacts yet. If I can beat levels 13, it's really difficult with some bomb champions and all that, so I couldn't beat it. I'll be able to craft 6-star artifacts, but not yet. So that's a huge progress for these 2 faction crypts, because the Forge gives us perception set that we need to boost our accuracy. So I wanted to save this Forge for this video and craft it. I'm not going to save it for CVC, even if that's personal rewards. We do need the gear. So let's see if we are, or we'll be lucky. We got an attack percentage and it's a 4-star. Yes, it's a 4-star. I need 5 stars. We have 3 more to forge. Here's what I'm going to do. Since I need boots, I will put boot charms on. Hopefully we get a 5-star boot in perception. I will not put the substat on this one, just boots. We got a helmet, HP and defense. It's 5-star though, so it's extremely useful. Definitely a keeper. How many do we have? 2 more to forge. Can I get 1 speed boot at least? An accuracy chest on perception is a legendary piece though, with 4 speed. It's low roll on speed. So if I do roll this up and it gets speed, it might be useful on a champion that needs a high accuracy but doesn't really need to survive long, I guess. It's a keeper. The last one, can we get that speed boot that we are asking for? Damn. It's boots. It's 5 stars, but it attack flat. Alright, that's enough perception forging for the day. We did manage to forge all the other artifacts, but we still didn't get anything good in terms of 5-star artifacts. I've forged perception items also, swift parry items, and I got flat stats and all that. We went over to the clan shop and I did explain that for the account level that we are in, our clan shop priorities have changed from energy purchase to now accessory purchases. So yes, I've bought all the accessories I could for today. I did the daily quest, the one that requires you to place 10 debuffs on the dragon. It's an elite quest, and I was able to complete that because we have frozen banshee who can plate a lot of debuffs plus decrease defense on the dragon 20 stage. So we got that out of the way and got 350 clan tokens. I came over to the shop, I bought it, and guess what? We got our first banner on the account. Well, not really our first banner, but our first epic banner that is worth mentioning. So if I head over to filter for banners, you see the one we got. Banner Lords. This is the new one I got. It's an accuracy banner, but it's for the wrong wrong faction, because on my account no champion is of the Banner Lords faction. We currently have Dark Elves. We are looking for Dark Elves, a lot of Dark Elves. We're looking for I don't even want High Elves banners, but I'll take it if I get it. But I'm saying Dark Elves for kill is what I need. Frozen Banshee, the Undead banner is also needed. So I'm looking out for Undead banners, and so we'll be doing those more clan quests and using that clan gold to purchase those rare, expensive items on the shop. So look forward to that. Hopefully one day we'll get our banners. If we still don't get the banners, we will have to head over to the spider and start farming spider 10, and that's what I've been avoiding all this time. Maybe we can push to spider 11 and 12 now with our new build on Kale. Yes, our Kale has a new build. That's the last update I was holding on to all this time I've been talking. Our Kale has a new build. Yes. Listening to you guys' advice that you've been dropping in the comments, keep it coming. I'm listening. We did finally regear our Kale. You might be thinking, yeah, but he's still rocking the same lifestyle, but there's something different right now. Our Kale is no longer rocking crit rate glove. Check this out. That's a crit damage of 65%. Well, it's not really a 6-star, but at least that's a high crit damage with a crit rate roll of 12. How did we manage to still maintain this amount of stat and still maintain this amount of crit damage? Let me show you the total stats first so you know what I'm talking about. 170 speed, which is good for the arena. 82% crit rate, which is enough because Kale boosts his own crit damage by an additional 15% before he nukes. So crit damage of 166 is also awesome for about 30k HP and low defense. Almost 3,000 attack. I didn't focus on that, but we sacrificed all this to lose out on accuracy, because remember we used to have enough accuracy of 70 or 80 plus some auras to do stuff, but right now Kale cannot place poisons with that 51 accuracy until we get a banner that I'm desperately looking for. So this banner is a HP banner and it has 2 rolls of speed, which is an awesome roll, and we got crit rates going on all these other items. Crit rate here, crit rate here, crit rate on even on the boots. Do I have crit rate here? Even 4% here. That's why we're able to get this amount of stats. Now the final piece that we need to make this work is a crit damage amulet, and we don't have that yet. We are still rocking a 5-star, but it's a counter attack piece too, so it works. Once I level this other counter attack piece to 12, 16, I will switch it out for this one. So our Kale has 2 counter attack pieces, which will give me a 10% chance to counter attack when it's hit. So all this we are doing it because what? The Habitat missions requires us to reach gold 2. And if we don't reach gold 2, we'll be stuck at these Habitat missions for a long time. And you know the whole point of we creating this Noob2Pro series was us to finish the Habitat missions as quickly as possible. So that's the update I was holding on to. This is a huge rebuild that we did. Now you can't just come over here and rebuild Kale and expect him to work well with your other champions. We did rebuild our High Cartoon also. She currently has a total speed. We're not even going to look at her stats. We all want to see her speed. Total speed of 256. So she still maintains the highest speed in the account. I know a lot of people are saying, do you want to switch over to move all the artifact from High Cartoon to what's his name now, Seeker? No, I still wanted to use Molly instead of Seeker, according to your comments also. So Molly has changed her gear also to make sure she goes second. So High Cartoon is 256, Molly is currently 214. So that's a little bit higher than your average Joe. So an accuracy enough to land her provoke for sure. She has not missed one provoke in the arena with this amount of accuracy. You know, a lot of people don't have resist in these early levels of the arena. So she's provoking. As long as we go first, she must go second. She has not been caught in yet. So 277 HP and 3,200 defense is enough for us to survive a little bit, but I'll need more if I want her to be more tanky and survive those hits. I didn't focus on crit rate or crit damage on her at all. I just wanted her to survive those hits when she provokes the enemy. So I'm still leveling some champs. You can see she's still rocking some 4-star gear because they had speed that she needed. This one has speed that she needed. That's why I'm still rocking 4 stars. I can't wait to change them out to 5-star pieces also. So speed is what I was looking for her gear, and perception and accuracy. So she does have a counter attack set that is also being leveled up, defense, and it rolled a bad accuracy sub roll, but I'll still use it because it's counter attack. She does kill some people. So that's the booster and provoke, and then decrease defense. War Maiden has to be rebuilt a little bit also to be faster than kill. She's at 193, so yes, that's faster than kill. And 26k HP is low, defense is low. She just built with some attack and some crit rate and some crit damage. 194 accuracy, enough to place her decreased defense, which is needed for my kill to nuke the entire waves. So now that I've showed you the new and improved Arena team that is supposed to take us all the way to gold 2 when we level them up, let's go to the arena and see where we've been chilling. Remember when I said if you don't play the game for some time, you'll fall out of gold 1 and you find yourself at the bottom of silver? Well, check this out. Even without playing and leveling or fighting a lot of battles, my arena team is currently winning in a lot of battles. And I see defeat, but I promise you, you can see victory also. So it's not all about defeat. So just by not playing, I come in, I log in, and I see that, ooh, I've won like 6-7 battles because they are fast. They will place the decreased defense, they will provoke you, and they will nuke you. Even if you don't die, you'll be stuck using your A1s. So that's why Molly is important. And she also boosts my turn meter. So thank you for the advice you guys gave me to go with Molly instead of Seeker as the second person to go. So if I do refresh, let's see if we'll find a team that is worthy of our battles. 1-1-2, obviously they have a higher team power. Now this team is dangerous because they have a, what's his name now? I forget this champion. I do have this champion on my main. Stagnite, yes. A Stagnite has high attack. Forget his decreased defense, forget his decreased defense or attack. His hits, his A1 is what you have to watch out for Stagnites. I know because I have one. He will place his decreased defense and decreased attack. I don't fear those. It's the A1 from him that can take anybody out that is low. So we are first, we provoke, they take a turn, they even boost us, decrease defense, and nuke. So yes, it works, guys. It works. So with this slow progress, we will get to goal 2. Finally. I'm not going to focus on it a lot right now. I'm still leveling up Vogoth and we'll push some other content. But that's the update for Kale and his build. New improved build for Kale to get us to gold 2. So of course in gold 1 we'll find more difficult teams to beat who are not even running high cartoon anymore. Most people have started getting better champions by then, but hopefully we can still beat them and nuke them. So this is not an arena update video, it's a general account update video. What else do I have to share with you? I've talked about the clan gold, our new 60 champion that we saw. I talked about the arena updates. I've given a shout out to the referral guy who logged in and created a referral with this our account. Our book status has been discussed, and finally there's a new fusion coming up, and now the entire raid community is saying it's trash. You're looking for a break or an excuse to not go for a fusion. They say this is the right time for you to take that break and not touch this fusion. Although it's a fragment fusion and you're going to be playing the game the entire time the fragment fusion is going on, you don't need to do anything special for a fragment fusion. So why not just go for it? You're not going to... I have never missed out on a fusion on purpose. So I will not start now. So if you're asking my view on this new champion based on what we read about his skill and what he can do or where he can be used, it's not that impressive. I'll agree with you. It's not that impressive. It's not a game changer. It's just a cleanse and all that, special things to cleanse more. We have cleansers. We all have 3, 4, 5 cleansers. I used 3 cleansers the other day in my Doom Tower series. So I don't need another one, although you might, depending on what else he's bringing to the team. So there's no excuse why I would not be going for the fusion on my main account. The Noob2Pro free to play, we are not chasing fusion on this account because I cannot chase fusion on my main account and this one. No, we are going to be just sticking to our daily updates all the way to get the habitat missions done. I think that's enough update for the day. That's enough updates for the past 2 days that we've not been posting updates for the Noob2Pro because we've been farming. And also I've been trying to push my Doom Tower hard series. Those bosses are difficult. That's why I could not play that Doom Tower hard and also play the Noob2Pro. So you see, it's kind of a balance. So today we decided to come to the Noob2Pro and see what's going on. And that's all that has been going on. Hope you have been caught up with it all. Like, subscribe, drop the comments below how you think this account is going. If you like the progress so far, if I've made any mistake, point it out right now and let me know. Hopefully you're impressed by my kill damage and my kill build, and we don't have any other nukers. Hopefully we get something from those void shards or the amount of ancients that we have so far when the 2x comes around. My name is Bricks5D. This has been a Noob2Pro free-to-play update on day 55, I think. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a new Raid Shadow Dance video. Good night.